So you're trying to figure out how to make money online, right? But all you hear is the same old advice. Well, here's the thing. In the age of AI, a lot of that advice is frankly just wrong. So today we're going to cut through all that noise. I'm going to give you a super clear, super simple framework for actually making money online right now.
I mean, come on, if you've ever felt this, you were so not alone. All those popular online businesses from a few years ago, a lot of them are literally dead on arrival today. AI has completely changed the game. So yeah, it's time for a serious reality check.
All right, so here's the game plan. We're going to break everything down into 4 buckets. Think of it like a ladder you can climb. First, we'll look at the trash, what to avoid. Then, the easy wins. After that, how to scale up. Then the big one, building an empire. And to wrap it all up, we'll talk about the one single commitment that ties it all together.
Okay, so here's the big idea, and it's actually really simple. Every single online business opportunity fits into one of 4 buckets. You've got trash, easy, medium, and hard. And honestly, understanding which bucket your idea is in, that's the absolute key to figuring out its real potential.
Now, check out the scale of this thing. Just look at the jump in potential income from the easy bucket to the medium one, and then that massive, massive leap to the hard bucket. It's insane. We're not talking about taking little baby steps here. This is exponential growth as you climb the ladder.
All right, let's start with what might be the most important part of this whole thing, knowing what not to do. This is bucket number 1, the trash. Seriously, just avoiding these ideas is the single best thing you can do to save yourself months, maybe even years of wasted time and energy.
And here's exactly why this bucket is such a trap. The income potential? 0. You might even lose money. It looks easy on the surface, but it gives you absolutely nothing back. You can waste months of your life before you realize, oops, total dead end. It's a path for absolutely no one. So what are we actually talking about here? Well, think about stuff like basic captioning or data entry. AI does that stuff way faster and cheaper now. Or remember NFT flipping? Yeah, that hype train has left the station. Even something like print on demand is just so unbelievably crowded, it's almost impossible to get noticed. All of these are like trying to set sail in a boat with a giant hole in it. You're gonna sink.
Which brings us to a really important question you need to ask yourself right now. Is the idea you're working on, or maybe the one you're thinking about starting, is it actually in the trash bucket? It's time to be super honest with yourself. Okay, here's a quick and dirty filter to help you figure it out. If you answer yes to any of these 3 questions, it is a huge, massive red flag. 1, is AI already replacing this? 2, is the whole industry shrinking, you're just dying out? And 3, is it basically gambling where you're more likely to lose money than make it? If the answer is yes, it's time to let it go and move on. Okay, enough of the bad news. Let's get to the good stuff. We're moving on to the first bucket that actually makes you real money. This is bucket 2, the easy wins. This is the perfect place to start. It's all about building skills, getting some confidence, and, this is key, getting that crucial momentum going. So what are we talking about here? We're talking $5,000 to $10,000 a month. And the best part? The difficulty is pretty low. These are simple skills you can pick up fast. And, get this, you can start getting paid within 30 to 60 days. For anyone just starting out, this is perfect. You see results, you get paid, and that momentum just starts building. And these are services that are in huge demand right now. I mean, think about it. Every single creator, every business, they all need short-form video, right? And AI tools have made editing so much easier. Or what about small business owners? They're all desperate to save time. Setting up a simple AI chatbot or an AI receptionist, that's a perfect, easy solution for them. These are simple things that solve real problems people have today. And look, this isn't just some theory I'm cooking up. Let's talk about Mark. This guy had 0 background in this stuff. He started a super simple service, just helping companies chop up their long videos, like podcasts or whatever, into short clips for social media using AI. That one simple idea, he now makes 30 grand a month from it. That is the power of this easy win bucket. Okay, so how do you actually make this happen? It boils down to a dead simple 2-step formula. Number 1, create a killer offer. Don't just sell editing, sell a result. I'll save you 10 hours a week, or I'll get you more leads, solve their pain. And number 2, make this a non-negotiable habit. Reach out to one new potential client every single day. That's it. That consistency is literally everything. Okay,
Time to level up. Let's climb to the next rung on the ladder. This is bucket 3, the medium scale up. This is where you graduate. You stop just doing simple tasks and you start solving bigger, meatier business problems. It's about moving from just doing stuff to delivering real, valuable outcomes.
And you can see the income potential just takes a huge leap here. We're talking $10,000 to $50,000 a month. Now, yeah, the work is more complex. You'll need to combine a few skills, and it'll take a little longer to get off the ground. But the payoff, real stability, and the chance to actually scale up into a proper business.
So what kind of businesses are in this bucket? Think about things like an automation agency, where you help other companies streamline their entire workflow with software. Or maybe you're building an AI-powered system to help a CEO totally blow up their LinkedIn audience. See the difference? You're not just editing one video anymore. You're designing the entire content engine for a whole business. And this story about Sam, it's the perfect example of the mindset you need. He didn't just sit around waiting for someone to tell him what to do. He took complete ownership of the outcome. That's the difference. That's what separates a task doer from someone who gets a Porsche. It's all about owning the final result, not just clocking in to do the work. Want to succeed in this bucket? Here are 2 pro tips. First, you need to build measurable case studies, like I got this client X results. That proof is your most powerful sales weapon, period. Second, you have to stop selling one-off projects. Start selling monthly retainers based on the outcome you provide. That's how you get that predictable, recurring revenue, the holy grail of a stable business. And now, we've reached the top of the ladder. Bucket 4, the hard empire. This is the final boss. This is for the people who don't just want a business. They want to build something bigger than themselves, an asset, a legacy, an empire. This is all about long-term thinking and real leadership. The numbers here are just staggering. We're talking $1 million a month, or even more. But let's be real, the difficulty is high. This is not easy. And the time frame is long. You're looking at 2, 5, maybe 10 years. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is about building a real asset, something you can sell or something that makes you money while you sleep. So what does one of these empires actually look like? Well, it could be anything from investing in a bunch of smart AI founders to building your own software product, or even buying up boring old businesses and juicing them up with AI. The key word for this whole bucket is leverage. It's all about creating systems where your 1 hour of work creates 100 hours of value. That's how you generate real wealth, even when you're not on the clock. Okay, but hold on. None of this matters. Not the buckets, not the strategies, none of it if you fall for the #1 trap that kills more dreams than anything else. We need to talk about commitment. We have got to talk about shiny object syndrome. You know what I'm talking about? That urge to just drop what you're doing because some new exciting idea pops up. Look, most people don't fail because they pick the wrong path. They fail because they switch paths every 3 weeks. They get hyped, they start, they hit the first wall, which always happens, and then boom, they're off to the next shiny thing, hitting the reset button on all their progress, over and over again. I mean, look at the difference. It's so clear. You've got the switcher who's basically on a hamster wheel to nowhere. They're always starting over. They avoid failure by never actually committing. And then you have the winner. They know it's a long climb. They understand that losing is part of winning. They just stay in the game, focus on one thing until it works, and they build on their wins instead of starting from scratch. So how do you beat this thing? It's actually pretty simple. 2 rules. Rule number 1, commit to 1,000 days of focus. That's about 3 years. Give one thing a real shot. And rule number 2, document your journey in public. Post about it. Talk about it. This keeps you accountable, and you end up building an audience while you're at it. So here's the bottom line. Over the next few years, the big winner isn't going to be the person with the smartest idea. It's going to be the person who just consistently shows up and does the work. You have the app now. You can see the whole path from your very first dollar all the way to a potential empire. So the only real question left is, are you going to commit to the journey?